Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to be reacting to American versus British English 55 differences. Now it may seem like it's similar to the last video I did on it, which it is, but it's just another one that the guy has done. And these are actually quite interesting to watch, and I love reacting to them because I am English and I come from England, and there's a lot of differences that the person who is English says that I speak differently to him. Also, let's just ignore I had a breakout in a spot. I tried to clean him. I don't know what's happened with him. He's doing my head in. So I look like a mess. I apologise. But before I enter this reaction, 94% of you are currently not subscribed who watch my content. So if you do want to support me, it means the absolute world to me if you hit that subscribe button so you know exactly when I upload, if you click the notification bell. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into this reaction.
Okay, do I need to explain to you what you need to do, or are you good?
Let's do it.
Okay, so what do you see here?
Leaves.
A forest.
What season is it?
Fall.
Autumn.
Autumn. What's this?
A faucet.
Tap.
Yeah, it's a tap. I say faucet. I say facet. Or tap.
What's
Normally
this?
tap. It's a router.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, but what's the box that the
It's got a
Wi-Fi
router.
is pumped out of?
Router.
Router. We say router. Wait, what are we looking at? Oh, these little green things. What do you call them?
Oh, gherkins.
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 What's in the glass pot?
Jam.
Jelly.
Jam. So if that was jelly, then what's this?
Jello.
Jam.
We call this
No, that's
jelly.
jelly, yeah.
Wibble wobble,
Sorry.
wibble wobble jelly on a plate. Did you never say that?
No. That's weird.
What are we looking at here?
A house.
Okay, so what's the general term for like houses and
Property.
buildings and stuff? Like if you were like, oh, I've got loads of money, I want to buy some
Property.
Real estate.
property. We would say
Yeah.
property, you would say
Real
What about
estate.
property?
some real estate comes with a massive one of these. What are you looking at there?
Garden.
And it's a nice green area.
A backyard.
We'd call that a garden.
That's a garden.
Front yard.
Well, this
Depending
yard
on if
is
it's back
like
or
a
front.
sideways yard because it's so damn big. I wish this was my house, it's not. When you actually make the purchase, who do you talk to in order to actually buy it?
I've never bought a house, I'm just trying to remember. The estate agent, that's it.
Oh, I know this one.
Go.
The realtor.
We would call them an estate agent.
There we go, I got it right.
Me, a realtor, and I promise I am not going to let you down.
What's this person of unspecified gender doing?
Jumping rope.
Skipping.
Skipping. What are these kids in?
That's a ball pit.
Ball pool, we say.
No, we
Ball,
say ball pit as
pool.
well.
Yeah, ball pool.
Ball pit.
Ball pool.
No, it's a ball pit.
It's a ball pool.
'Cause you
Because it's a ball
disappear.
of balls.
And it's a pit.
Who's this guy?
Janitor.
He's a cleaner.
We would call him a caretaker because he's taking
Or a caretaker, but you have different levels to it. It's like in a school, you have caretakers. They don't really clean, they fix things, and then you have cleaners.
care of the building. You would say,
A janitor.
this is somewhere where you'd go.
Gym.
There might be a pool, a gym, maybe a
Spa.
sauna, a steam
That's a
room,
spa.
all this stuff. What
It's a spa or a leisure centre.
do you call it?
A gym.
Well, that's the gym part, but the whole building, which might encapsulate all this, like a sports hall, a gym, a swimming pool, a sauna, a steam room. What do you call the whole building?
A gym. Oh, the gym has a sauna. Cool. Oh, the gym has a pool. Cool. It's a gym.
We would call it a leisure centre.
Yeah,
Have you heard?
a leisure centre, yeah.
Like, do you know leisure centre? Do you say that in the States?
No.
What class are these poor people sitting in?
Economy.
Coach.
Yeah, we would say economy.
Yeah.
When you get on the
I'm trying to remember what these are.
plane, you are permitted to take this on board. What do
Hand luggage.
you call this?
Carry on.
We would say hand luggage.
Hand luggage.
What's this vehicle?
An RV.
That's a camper van.
An RV. We call that a camper van, and I really want one.
I want one. An RV is just a bigger camper van. You could not have an RV in England. The roads are too small. Oh god.
Supposed to use that dude's money to buy an RV. RV, yeah? I can totally get you an RV.
So you go on your summer holiday, and you spend a week in a
It's not a trailer park. I would just call it a campground. A camp. Pitch. A pitch.
Trailer park.
We'd call that a caravan park.
Yeah, a caravan park.
So what would you call these white things that are...
Yeah, but normally campgrounds have like a tent area and a caravan area. Normally.
parked up here?
Trailer.
We call them caravans. What bird is this?
A budgie.
Budgerigar. Did you not know that?
Did you not know that?
Budgerigar. Do you not know budgerigars? You
Budgie.
never had a budgie when you was younger?
Yes, a budgie.
You've never had a budgie?
No.
These are budgies.
I don't like birds.
You like
Oh.
cats
Yeah.
because they kill birds.
Yeah.
So budgie comes out the oven. What's that?
That's a roast chicken.
Rotisserie chicken.
We call that a roast chicken.
That's a roast chicken.
What's this thing with the handle?
A jug.
Pitcher.
Jug.
That's a jug. That's a carton.
Juice box.
Juice carton.
Yeah, juice carton.
Or carton of juice.
I just say, yeah, carton. Depends what you want in it, innit?
Milk.
That's milk.
Vodka.
Yogurt.
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 Do it again.
Do it again. Yogurt.
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 Yogurt. Oh, italki. Do you know anything about italki?
No.
It's an online platform so you can learn a new language, whichever language you want, with your own personal link in my
Let's
description
move on
to get
from the advert
$10
there.
off with your first purchase. This girl has finished her
Lesson.
Degree.
project, her work,
Okay.
and she's going to give it to her teacher. What's she going to do?
Hand it in. She's handing it in.
Turn it in.
Hand it in.
Because you hand it, you know, your hand. It's an action. You hand it to them. You know, here's my work.
Turn it in.
Hand.
When you say turn it in, I think you're like gonna, you know, open it up, like turn it.
She's going to hand it to her teacher, hand it in. Now the teacher's going to take it and he's going to go through it and he's going to
Mark it.
look at it. So what's he going to do?
He's gonna mark it.
Grade.
He's going to grade it.
Mhm.
We say mark. He's going
Yeah.
to mark it.
He's
Have
gonna
you
mark my
marked
work.
Sir, have you marked my test?
Have you graded my test?
Why would you grade a test? Because you mark it to find how many marks you've got to work out the percentage of what bracket of grades you have. Because one paper might not decipher a grade. For us, anyway. Sometimes it's based on an average of your tests. So in science, I had... Oh, it's been a while. I know, it was like 4 years ago I did my science exams. I forgot. Anyway, you do a bunch of papers. There's a couple on each year, so like year 10 and year 11, which is like GCSEs. I don't know, it's like the end of secondary school. And, what is it? Our grade is deciphered on the average of both papers. If that makes sense. I probably explained that terribly, but let's go on.
If you're clever, you'll get lots of these in it.
Ticks.
What are these?
Check mark.
Yeah, we'd say ticks.
Get loads of ticks.
Ticks, tick
And not the little creatures.
box.
Check mark.
What are these kids doing right now?
They're doing an exam.
Taking a test.
They are
They're sitting at an exam.
sitting an exam.
Yeah.
Taking a test.
You know when you revise for an exam?
He's British, by the way.
Ruined it. You could test or
See, when we say tests, it's not formal. It's you go to class to do a test. It doesn't count to a grade. It doesn't count towards nothing. Because when we go in our classes, before we have our exam, which is like the end of the year, we'll do mock tests or just tests. As some teachers say mock tests, some teachers say tests, and it doesn't count towards our grade. It literally counts towards nothing. It's so the teacher can mark it to find out what we're not good at, and then we relearn those for when the exam turns up. So exam and test, completely different thing.
a test or something.
Who's this bloke?
He is an invigilator. I remember those because they are horrible people. If you are one, do apologise. The ones I had at my school would literally sit behind you, just chewing on food, and we can't eat food, but they can apparently. Alright, my rant is over.
Teacher.
What's his job?
Proctor.
He's an
What does a proctor
invigilator.
do?
Proctor's an exam.
We call him an invigilator.
An invigilator.
These kids have just been told class is over. What are they now on?
They're on break.
Recess.
break time.
Break time.
These kids are in their final years of high school, so they're like 17 turning 18.
So year 11, I think.
What would you refer to these kids as?
It's either sixth form or just year 10, 11s.
They're seniors.
Seniors, we would say year 13. So
Yeah,
we
yeah. Oh, year 13? That's sixth form.
have this whole freshman, sophomore. What's after that? Junior.
That you don't. You can technically leave school after year 11.
Junior, senior.
So Americans say
Freshman, sophomore, junior, senior.
we just have year 10, 11, 12, 13 as those equivalents. We don't have special names. So these
Yeah.
guys, if they were leaving to go to university next year, or as you would say,
College.
then we would say they're in year 13, i.e. second year of sixth form.
Yeah.
What game?
Yeah, yeah. Right now, I'm in first year of uni, and I was just in year 13 last year. Wasn't really much of a year 13 because of COVID. Cancelled it. Didn't do any work realistically. I just got my marks. That's another story.
Are they playing with these things?
Baseball.
It's like baseball,
It's rounders.
but for kiddies.
I already know what
Wiffle
the bats
ball.
are.
We would call it rounders. A
Rounders.
good game of rounders down the beach or in the school field is a great laugh. Do you have rounders or not?
No.
It doesn't mean anything to you.
No.
Oh, okay.
Because you go round, isn't it?
Who's this bloke?
That is Santa.
Santa Claus.
Or Father Christmas, as I thought he was going to say. It's most commonly known as Santa, but a lot of my parents and a lot of older folk call him Father Christmas.
Father Christmas.
Santa Claus.
How would you greet your fellow Americans at this festive time
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
of year?
Merry Christmas.
We would say Happy Christmas, although loads of people say Merry Christmas now. What?
Yeah, it's not Happy Christmas. It's a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year because it goes with a song.
What's this girl wearing?
A
She's wearing a dressing gown.
bathrobe.
We would call that a dressing gown.
Yes.
Do you have this concept of dressing gown or not?
No. It's a bathrobe. You
Yeah.
take a shower or a bath, and then you put your bathrobe on.
Yeah, but I wear a dressing gown when I haven't come out of a bath. I just wear it because it's comfortable sometimes. It's nice and warm and cozy. Don't judge me.
Leave a comment if you have a dressing gown and if you love your dressing gown. What's this
I love my dressing gown.
guy doing?
He is stacking the shelves.
Foraging for food in the forest.
True, but what's his job? He's getting paid to do this.
He's a retail worker, but he's stacking shelves.
Ooh, he's restocking the shelves.
Stocking shelves. We say stacking shelves.
Yeah, stacking.
No, he's stacked.
To be fair, the American one does make more sense because you're stocking it up. I don't know actually, because they both make sense because you're stacking them on top of each other and behind each other, but you're also stocking. But when you say when I hear the word stocking, I think of Christmas with the stockings. You know, things you put on the fireplace. Don't have any fireplaces here, but yeah, stockings.
Stocking? Yeah.
That's confused you, hasn't it?
Yes.
We literally say stock. Wait, no, you say stocking. We say stacking.
Yeah, he's
So-
restocking.
Yeah, no, I'd say he's a shelf stacker because he's stacking the things on the
He's
shelf.
a shelf stalker because he's restocking his stock of goods on the shelf.
Wow. What an advert. 2. Oh, it's my lucky day. Alright, can we vamos?
You're driving
That was meant to be another language.
down the road, High Street. You want to hack a left at the end of the road. What do you
Indicators.
You would use your turn signal.
You use your indicator because you're going to indicate what direction you're going in.
We'd call it an indicator. You probably have, I don't know, do you have any clue what this is?
Tractor?
It's like the bottom bit of a motor
That's a chassis.
vehicle. It's got a special name.
It's a
which is
chassis.
spelled like this, CHASSIS.
Yeah, it's a chassis.
Have you even
A
come...
chassis?
Americans say chassis, right?
I think so.
We say chassis. What's the big...
I say it completely differently. Oh, hey, look at that. I can see where I am right now and where I come from. Way.
city here that isn't London?
Birmingham.
It's Birmingham.
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 What do you typically call the main road
There's a high street.
or street that runs down the centre of like the town?
Main Street.
High
We
Street.
call it the High Street.
Hmm.
What's this?
That's a garage.
A garage.
Garage. Do it again.
Garage.
What's in the red circle?
Full stop.
Period.
Full stop.
Parentheses.
Brackets.
Brackets. What letter
That's a Z.
is that?
Z.
Z. This girl dresses
She's a hippie.
in tie-dye. She's got a nose piercing. How would you describe her?
Crunchy.
I would say she's a hippie.
I'd say she's a hippie.
Or,
She's full on love, dude.
Crunchy.
well, these
Crunchy. That's. Oh, I'm so crunchy, dude. That doesn't sound right, does it? It sounds mean almost. It sounds mean. Haha, I'm so crunchy, dude.
guys are really crunchy.
Yeah, very crunchy.
So,
To be fair, they look a bit over the top. Hippies, I know a couple of hippies. They're quite nice.
peaceful. On Netflix, there is a whole variety of different TV
Genres.
Shows.
programs.
Oh, I read the whole. She says it on TV. There is a lot of programs, but I would say shows and programs. It depends if it's like a series. I wouldn't even use show or program, because if I want to watch a movie, I say movie, and if I want to watch like a series like Game of Thrones or Peaky Blinders, I say let's watch a series. I wouldn't say show. But if it was I wouldn't even say any of them, because if I want to watch a documentary, I say let's watch a doc or a documentary. I wouldn't use either of those.
To watch.
Though technically, program is quite a formal British thing to say, because it's like, what program are you watching? And then the younger person will be like, no, it's a show.
Program was always like the typical word for a TV show, but
Yeah.
it's kind of dying out, but I'm trying to keep it alive in this video. So if you're a lover of a good old-fashioned TV program, then leave me a comment. One for the musicians. So I'd call this semi-breve, minim, crotchet, quaver, semi-quaver, demi-semi-quaver, and then semi-demi.
You see, I have no idea what on earth any of those are. I never took music.
Semi? One of them. I don't know.
I would call them whole note, half note, quarter note, eighth note, 16th note, 32nd note, 64th note.
Well, I can already tell that the American one is a lot simpler. I don't know anything about music, and I don't know how they actually relate. But the American version is a hell of a lot simpler and probably easier to learn.
Americans keep things simple, right?
I can.
Fire truck.
Yes, a fire truck. I'm trying to think of if I say that differently. It's the fire brigade. Fire engine. That's what we call it here. I don't know why. Because I say fire engine, but because I heard fire truck, I completely forgot what I call it.
Fire engine.
Yeah.
Hospital.
No, that's A&E.
And specifically the part that you would go to if you had some kind of major accident.
Oh, ER.
No, it's
A&E.
A&E.
What does the ER stand for?
Emergency room.
A&E stands for accident and emergency. So the bad news is if you've had a really bad accident, you need an operation, okay? This girl is going to come and put some stuff in your veins or your arteries.
She's a
It's gonna
nurse.
Go to sleep. Who is she?
The anesthesiologist.
Anesthetist.
Oh,
Anesthesiologist.
Okay, so your
didn't know there's a difference.
operation didn't go so well and now you are here.
Intensive care.
He's on like a life support machine.
She's in the ICU.
She's in intensive care.
Intensive care unit.
We just call it intensive care. You've lost your job and you're given this...
Oh no, not the pink slip.
Pink slip.
What's a pink slip?
Basically, you're fired.
Oh, we have a fancy name for it. I ain't gonna remember it. Nope, I can't remember it.
When you're fired in the UK, you're handed your P45.
P45, there we
And I
go.
think the P45 is...
Because you have a P45 and then you have a P90, I believe it is. Which is like your yearly thingamabob. Your yearly salary, taxes and all that lot.
kind of the equivalent of the US pink slip.
I think.
Yes.
I have received one. I've had a
Your
job for a
boss
while now.
gives you this box and says,
But I've
"Pack
never
your
got
stuff,
P45.
You're done. You didn't do anything wrong, but what's happened to you?
You've been laid off.
You've been fired. Or you've been put on
Yeah, we would say you've been made redundant.
Made redundant, that's what I was trying to think of.
So we would say this is
I know a couple of people have been made redundant. It's a very scary feeling when you're not stable in your job.
redundancy.
You've been laid off.
If you want a new job, once you've been laid off / made redundant, then you might want to write up one of these. What is it?
A resume.
CV.
Curriculum vitae.
Curriculum vitae.
Vitae, sorry.
Curriculum vitae.
See, I said vitae.
Just looking at this, checking it out.
Ooh, testing your knowledge of constellations.
I don't know what
What's
that
this
is.
Constellation here. These last two point north to the North Star, the Pole Star.
Big Dipper.
We call it the Plough. What game is this?
Snakes and ladders.
Snakes and ladders. We have snakes. You have.
Shoots.
This guy sat on a
Hey,
Hey, Bale.
Jack.
bale of hay. Is holding a
Flashlight.
Flashlight.
torch.
Or, yeah, torch. Alright, there we go. We have reacted to that. That was a lot more fun than I thought it was, trying to guess some of them, if I'm not going to lie. Completely forgot some of them, but I would like to think I got the majority of them. We can only hope for the best, can't we? I hope you guys actually had fun watching that with me as well. Did you get all of them right? If you're from America, if you're from England, or do you say them differently to where you're from? Let me know in the comment section down below. Now, before I end this video, I have to say quickly that 94% of you guys who are currently watching my content are not subscribed. So if you do enjoy my content and would like to support me further, it means the absolute world to me if you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and yeah, I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.